Welcome to Louisiana whiskey reviews, in particular Scotch whiskey. Now this is a product I gave you, and I never had it in my life, but got it for a Christmas gift, and you said,
give me a glass.
You weren't totally thrilled with it, but we were thrilled with Buchanan's Deluxe. Yeah, these things have the special tamper-proof pourer. I guess when ain't gonna get said. All right. Wow. I'll give you a little history about Buchanan's. All right. So there's a guy named James Buchanan, not the president of the United States, a different Buchanan's, and he started a whiskey company, right? So in 1884, and he had one called Buchanan's Finest Liquor. That was the 12-year age that we can get pretty much everywhere, right?
Yep. I would say you can get it pretty much everywhere.
So then the next step is the master, which you let me try, and we did a extra age. We did a review. That's higher than 12, I hope. Costs more. Then the third level is the 18-year age. Now this will run you $75 to $95. A little bit expensive. Now if you really want to step up and waste some money maybe, there's the James Buchanan Red Cap, which Total Wine had for $149.99, $150. And I
still don't understand why you didn't give me that one.
$150? Well, I don't know. Why didn't I buy that?
I don't know.
So
makes no sense.
Let's check the bottle. I bought this at Star on Louisiana Highway 49, and they had a better price than other stores, and they don't really say anything on the website, on the bottle. The website says a few things like how great it is. It's made by Diageo now, because Diageo went and bought everybody out. And if
wait, hold on a second. Time out. So this is made by somebody else? Is this misrepresented?
No, it says Diageo on the back of the bottle.
So who's going to look at the back when all they're doing is looking at the front?
No one cares who owns these companies except for a few little whiskey enthusiasts. Diageo, which is Guinness, actually the Guinness beer company.
Now we got a beer company.
Yeah, Guinness. So but their umbrella company is called Diageo, which doesn't mean anything. They bought out Johnny Walker, they bought out James Buchanan, they bought out Crown Royal of all things. You know, that was probably their biggest buyout. So they make a lot of stuff, you know, Guinness beer, which is popular around the world. All right, anyway, back to this. So it's aged 18 years, which means the youngest whiskey in this blend is 18 years old. There could be older whiskeys. It's pretty dark. Probably adding caramel color, but it's pretty dark.
Chances are there's no older whiskeys in this. Why would you put older whiskeys where you can pull more money into something?
Well, the reason is because
maybe they weren't built.
But a lot of whiskeys you buy, if you buy a 3-year-old whiskey, it might have 8-year-old whiskeys in it, but you have to go with the youngest whiskey. Whatever, no matter how old they are.
I think you're flying off in the left field somewhere.
No, I know what I'm talking about. You have to give the age.
What you're saying, because this is a blended 18-year-old, they would put older whiskeys in it.
Very likely. But you have to give the age of the youngest whiskey in the blend.
I want to see proof on this.
Well, I can definitely provide proof.
Good. All right, email me.
The cheap...
You're full of hoo-hockey right now. On this particular brand. On this particular brand.
I'm not saying that there are older whiskeys.
That's exactly what you just said. You contradicted yourself.
No, I said it's possible that they have older whiskeys in it. I'm not saying they definitely do.
Never mind. Go on.
All right, anyway, cheers.
This is not a court of law.
Good thing, because I would be victorious. All right.
That would be Johnny.
All right, well, time to land the spaceship. All right.
Johnny.
Well, I guess we made a few too many videos, like a bridge too far, you know, a video too far. All right, You've obviously had a couple of tastings since the bottle's half empty, but I've never had this.
Judging what somebody does.
No, I'm not judging if I buy it.
Give it to them.
Right, right.
You obviously have tasted it
Since Christmas.
Yeah, it's right. 6 months later, geez, half of it's gone. Wow.
No, I'm actually glad because some products I bought you actually never drink. Now you went to Mathern's and bought that yourself, remember? Well, memories fade. All right. It smells kind of.
It's subdued. It
is very subdued.
It's
yes.
more refined than the typical 12-year-old that you would get. With that said, how much of what makes the whiskey do you want to lose with more refining? The point I was getting at when we were talking off camera about this is that yes, there's a lot of mellowing that happens. Same thing when some of the beers come out of the museum, we taste them, and then there's some kind of controversy about whether it's better or not.
Quite a bit of controversy.
But you go into the fact that you like things when they're fresh.
Yes.
I go into the fact that sometimes when things are aged, i.e. just like Buchanan's, it changes things.
Yeah, but see, that's aging in oak barrels for 18 years, not in a box, in a bottle. Okay, go ahead.
The point I was getting at is that you need to decide, just like you decided with the beers, that you like things fresh. I actually prefer the 12-year-old over the 18, and the reason why is because I think this is missing out on some of the aspects that makes Buchanan's what's Buchanan's.
Some of the action.
It kind of mellows it out too much.
I would have to do a blind taste test, to be honest.
And
but,
that's what happened with the 15. The 15 was kind of brought down.
Oh, you mean the Master, which has no age statement, but it's probably about 15.
I'm pretty sure it's 15 now.
This one has a lot of caramel and oak. Caramel and oak. Find that?
Mm-hmm.
Caramel is brown sugar. There's no
Very
smoke.
sweet.
Sweet. There's no smoke. There's no peat or smoke. The 12-year has a lot of smoke.
Right. And that's what happens when you move
Right.
into these things. that are
Let's
aged.
taste it. Cheers, heck.
I have been tasting it. It's mellow. It's something you can drink and not say, well, there's no like sharp note this way or sharp note that way. But sometimes you want that with whiskey. Sometimes you want that sharp note. Just like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like you
it's
said.
whiskey.
It mellows it out in the wood, but it doesn't like add excitement to it.
Right.
Yeah. That's a good
So
point.
now you understand what I'm saying.
No, I actually understood what you were saying when you said it off air because I've done some of these extra aged whiskeys against some of the young hot Scotch whiskeys at
Right.
3 years, and I'll tell you what, in a blind taste test, it is a
So you could drink this and
Aggravation.
it's decent. I mean, there's no burn in it.
well, not much, no.
No. So it's not something that pulls you in and says, gives you a big old like whiskey hug, like a lot of people are talking about.
I'm getting a little
There's
little
no
peatiness.
burn,
I'm getting a little peat now.
slight peat, yeah.
Slight. I don't know. I'm sipping on this. I'm thinking, $80 a bottle. Ooh, I could do a lot with $80. It's very nice. I'm tasting, oddly, tap water, like literally water.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that aspect to where it's almost too refined.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's another whiskey out there that I found the same aspect on, and it's Four Roses.
Oh, and you said when you go higher in the levels, it doesn't really improve.
I don't think so. It kind of takes away. It's almost like we're filtering, just to turn on a number and say, hey, look, there you go, 18 or 24.
Yeah, and I don't think they're
whatever.
filtering. They're aging it. They're putting it in barrels and aging it. It's not
And
really
what?
filtering.
Plastic barrels. It's pulling out all the taste. Hold on. Everything you expect to be in a whiskey has been taken out.
Plastic barrels. Okay. Good thing we didn't drink too much today. You know they use in oak barrels. I mean, what is all of this?
All right, Dawn Busters.
Now that's something I do for the fans.
Yes.
All right.
Just for you guys.
No, but honestly, would you pay $80 for this?
Absolutely not.
No.
You don't think it's justifying the price point?
No. There's so much dropping off on it. The peat is real low. The smoke is super low. It's losing its characteristic of a Scotch.
Yeah, it just tastes like if you gave this to somebody blind, I really believe this. If you gave this to somebody blind and said, what do you think this is? Well, they're going to think it's whiskey. They're not going to think it's rum or gin or brandy. But you say, well, what is it? They would say, oh, I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of Crown Royal. You know what I mean? They might start saying, some kind of Crown Royal. And
no, there's no sweetness in this to pull you in that direction.
No, I
But
think...
it's sweet.
No, it could be like a, they might say it's like Crown Royal Reserve or Crown Royal XO or something, like, and you say Crown Royal, or, oh, it's, they wouldn't think it's bourbon, there's no corn heaviness or charred oak, but they might think it's like Canadian blended or blended Irish. They could think it was like a Black Bush or something like that, or one of those extra age Bushmills, because they got 28-year age Bushmills. I hate to see the price of that. Or some Scotch.
Oh, you didn't touch that.
Huh?
It's not meant for you anyway.
Ain't for any of us, because I've never seen it in a store. But this is good. I like it. I like it a lot. But $80? Nah,
No.
I can't see that. I'm going to score it a high score. I think it is an A. It is most excellent. But the problem we really dealing with here is that you can get most excellent in $35 to $45 bottles. So why are you paying $40 more? That's just the way I feel about it. And I think you can run into that with Johnny Walker. You could pay all kind of money for Johnny Walker, but do you really get that much better of a product? I don't know. That's for the viewers to decide, and assuming they've had it. But I would give it an A. But like I said, it doesn't mean a whole lot, really. 94, yeah. But then, like you said, the deluxe 12-year might be a 94. Yeah. So you pay $50 more and you get no more.
You get 12. I think it was running like $40, honestly.
The 12-year?
I think so.
I've seen it 34.
Okay. Was that 34 or 34.99?
Like 33.99.
33.99.
So would you think that 94 is like a bad score, or you think I'm in line?
No, I think it's good. I mean, but if you're trying to look for value, it's not the best stuff.
Yeah, it should be it should just be overwhelmingly good for that price.
Yeah, it's got that mellow finish that people say, oh, I want that because it's aged, it mellows it. I get it.
It's very mellow.
Yeah, but in the same aspect, I mean, I don't really think you need mellow in some stuff like this. So.
It's very mellow, but I wouldn't say it's very exciting.
No.
So sorry, but I guess we'll be on the pay no mind list for Buchanan's. But I don't feel bad about that, because we said a lot of good things about Buchanan's, especially the 12-year age deluxe. We said so many good things about that whiskey. Man, that whiskey is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't apologize for that. Now, I would be curious to see what the red cap tastes like. I'm not too excited about paying $150.
Split it with you.
What if I just give it to you? He likes that idea. Yeah. People love those ideas. All right, so laissez les bon temps relais, but I don't know, man. 75 to 95. It could cost you a lot with the inflation. I mean, you might not see it.
Why not?
It's going to be pricey. I would never pay that. No way. I mean, I would to do reviews, but to drink it regularly, no way. Never.
Right.
So y'all go to Scotland and tour whatever distillery you want to tour, because it's about probably 10 different distilleries blended in. So
Yeah.
thank you,
Drink better beers, scotches,
kids.
whiskeys.